Minasan, Ohio, konnichiwa, oyasumi. I'm Iris, and today we are finishing up episode 3 of Exandria, the Calamity series. We have progressed very quickly. It seems like we're at the point where we're trying to figure out, should we land or not? Is Vespin trying to set us up or not? And I don't know the answer either, because they're talking about you never reach the Wild Mother's embrace. And it's like, okay, are you trying to set us up so we can run down there or not? It's one of those things, like, do I, don't I? And it seems like Layrin is using the energy from the replenishment for her experiments, and quite a bit of us was having a conversation in the comments about this one. My thing is, my opinion is that I completely understand that she's trying to advance, this world. Avalier, she is trying to complete this thing that, she's assuming her friend died over. So it's like, it's all or nothing at this point. I have to get this done. And when Sarah was like, okay, so are you saying that you're gonna do this even after you learned that the first night, what's his name, Evandrin, got sick or died or something happened, something crazy happened to him? Are you saying that you're going to put us, the civilians, and our families in danger trying to complete this? And she's just like, yeah. And Sarah just dashed off, and I don't blame him, because I can see his side as well, because he's like, I'm your friend. We've been fighting and helping each other this whole time. I gave you that piece of bow that I found, and that's how you got to this stage of your experiment. And now you've basically slapped me in the face and said you didn't care what happened to my family, which I know she didn't say that, but I know that Sarah is probably feeling that way, because he can understand the advancement of magic, but it's not probably on the level of like her and Paisha, where they're just like, knowledge, magic, all this stuff. And then, like I said, the fact that Evandrin risked himself, Layrin is like, I have to. But Sarah is like, what do you mean? It's people that's still here that you're sacrificing. So, like I said, I could see both sides. But at this point, I don't see her as a villain. I just see her as someone that's desperate to get this experiment done. That's all I see right now. So let's finish the episode.
Very good at this game. For the rest of you gathered herein, what comes next? There's the question of this memory. There's things that you are thinking about the arboreal calyx.
We can still fix this. We just have to get to the calyx.
And there's no way to teleport without touching down. We can't do it in the sky.
Do we want to try to skirt this memory a little bit more? Do you have a restoration?
What is that? What did you say?
Do you have greater restoration or anything?
I don't have a greater restoration either.
So he wants to see more of what this dude heard or saw.
I'll dispel magic.
If you want to throw a modified memory on there and you want to do another detect thoughts, we can scrape through this.
Okay. What do you have there, Zerx? I mean, I have, because this is a spell, I did this, but the person that it was done to isn't here, but I have a cleansing touch, which I can use to end a spell. But this is very far removed.
Yeah, I actually think, you can use your cleansing touch here, and that will help, because this was some, infernal magic that happened here. I think you can, with those three things combined,
okay,
you go back through the memory, and you see the thing that Lycretia Hollow actually told her.
Okay.
The city must land. must land before sunrise. The apogee solstice. Perfect time. The betrayers are coming.
So she
They are
wants it to
coming
land.
here. And when the city lands,
And she's put an S on that
glorious day.
more than one betrayer god.
Uh,
That's just a psycho
You
person.
see,
Like,
she says,
for what reason do you want the
you see
betrayer
that,
gods to come back?
the mage speaks back to Lucretia saying, Mistress, what of the problem that we've discussed? You see, she looks and says, that's for Vespin to handle. You see, he says, the Archmage. And you see, she says, of course. Oh, you didn't think he was gone forever now, did you?
Oh, no, we know.
And,
But still,
that's where
like...
memory fades.
So, but now it's 1000% confirmed because we saw some little
We stop the
things,
city
but
and ruin your plans, or we let it go.
There's always another way.
I don't see one.
No.
We have time to try to find one.
Yeah.
If we ruin her plans, we don't get Exandria back.
Can't be gone for nothing.
Let's take a look at the arboreal calyx.
yeah, all that stuff about Avenging, holy crap.
Yes.
The search says we have time to tree.
We have
Like,
time
where
to
has
treat.
he been where he
have
couldn't
time.
come back?
To tree.
I don't know if that quote is gonna make it in the final recap.
I mean, I think with that, I'm just gonna head to wherever that.
You head to the calyx.
I'm heading to the calyx.
I'd like to pull up alongside Xerxes as we walk to the calyx. Wow. I wanted to apologize for.
There's no need. You're right. What good is the truth if you force it out of somebody?
But your forthrightness is important. And I just, what we saw in the whole of prophecy did not. You often interact with the divine, but I do not. And what we saw there was
He doesn't want to believe it.
deeply troubling. It was.
But somewhere he believes, some part of him believes it for him not to tell them.
We need to know everything. But let's see what this calyx reveals, and then we'll go from there. I think people have had enough of that sort of talk for now. We're all a little on edge.
Yeah, well, we'll have to reach out to Sarah, give him time to cool off.
Yeah, because he's thinking about his kids right now.
Speaking, you all moved to the calyx.
Can I send a quick sending to Clay specifically?
Yeah.
As we're like going.
To me, are we together?
Yeah, but I want it to be private. And just turn the mask and just say, my ambition is perhaps a flaw. But the biggest mistake I ever made was not trusting you with the whole truth. I'm sorry. And I love you, and I will fix this.
She's hoping she could fix this.
Can I reply? I'll just say, yeah, you've already saved me once. Maybe I can return the favor.
I sprint for the campus.
Patient is the last one remaining as everyone goes ahead. We'll follow in a moment. She pulls the orb in front of her face and she just starts playing back the memory of the things that just happened. And she gets to Sarah saying, there have been some incredibly selfish choices. And she plays it back. Incredibly selfish choices. He plays it back. Incredibly selfish choices. Plays it back. After about half a dozen times, steals yourself and follows forward.
And is that her trying to...
A massive stone chamber encompasses...
Is that her feeling guilty, or what is that?
Two mighty arcane engines, large bladed fins circling.
Oh, and
glowing blue and
Layrin saying her
you see,
her biggest flaw is her ambition. I think that's true, and I think Loquacious is him, just his love for her, because he's ready to risk it all just to help her.
You've never opened the door to the calyx before,
because he don't know what's going on really. You could tell he doesn't. He cares
beyond your reach.
He doesn't really agree with her.
A massive wheel turns as you open the chamber. Hovering in the center of the room, not translucent but real, is a tree. The tree is beautiful. Dark wood, dark leaves, and blossoms. Sometimes Evandrin's sweat, when he was at his worst, would smell like these blossoms.
Why in my head did I imagine it like gold, like see-through? The leaves also like a gold color.
You see the engine surrounding it.
Maybe a little darker.
Placed here 119 years ago. As you enter this chamber, everyone here give me perception checks.
No, he's...
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20?
What's that?
Loquacious, you smell blossoms.
And he just confirmed to my
It's not far from here.
Avenger smell like the blossoms.
And suddenly you feel like maybe nothing's very far from here. Blossoms
Nothing's
move
far
up into
from
the
here.
tree. None of your human and elven friends can see it, but your fairy eyes look up and you see almost translucent, but there's a little blinking light up in the branches of the tree. It's partially invisible, but it's possible with like some simple magic, you could illuminate it or draw attention to it, but it is there in the tree.
Sure. I'll point it out and use prestidigitation to just sort of put some electric blossoms around it.
Laren, your toy. It's stuck in the branches of the tree, and it can't come back.
I'm gonna try to use Mage Hand to grab it.
The one she just sent not too long ago?
It's translucent. Quay was able to see it, and it's there, but you see it starts to become translucent. Vanish. Come in and out. You realize you sent it, but it can't come back. You sent this in the room with the lay right. You didn't send it in this room. Somehow the trees grabbed it. It's like caught in the branches here.
The tree is ruining my cool magic. I really want to cast Blade on the tree, but that's probably a bad idea.
He's catching things that are going through a planar portal.
Right. And he's talking about nothing is far from this tree. As if you can...
Primordial.
Okay.
You speak primordial?
I also speak primordial, so I know what you're saying.
I chose Dwarvish.
She said why? Oh my gosh. She's like, I just did a thing, okay?
What do you go up and speak to the tree? What is it that you say?
I say,
He's still giggling down there. Oh my gosh.
fuck. I say the word in primordial that is, my sibling. Do you understand what I'm saying? Speak, if you may.
No response comes to you. You cannot be certain if the tree
Just doesn't want
cannot
to.
speak, or if it simply does not deign to respond.
Let's take another step. I can try to assist. Damn. Oh.
What do you wish to do?
That's not a creature, but I have something called universal speech. So if it can understand language, it would understand us. I don't know if it can talk back though.
I believe this understands us.
What is it he wants to say to it?
What do you want?
Petals fall, move through the air.
Yeah, but a
twisting
dodge
and
them.
vanish.
Oh.
There is no response.
Trying to think of what was Exandria doing here? What did he seek here?
This was. He didn't seek anything here. When we made when I made a first attempt, this thing siphons magic. He was taken to this the same way my toy was stuck in the branches.
You look up and still see it there. It can't quite make it back. Even with Mage Hand, it's still... The attempt to get it with Mage Hand, it pulls for a moment and then... Translucent, ephemeral, ethereal.
The memory, when the fiends were summoned, there were blossoms. Yes. It's something. It's this tree and passing through spaces, planes. They are connected in some way.
And the fact that they don't go to the
even
spot they want to, they go to
it
the
seems
tree.
Things not from the celestial plane still interact with this tree in some way.
It's sort of a gate.
It's growing through the ley lines.
Oh,
I'm gonna begin to cast blink.
To cast what?
did you say what?
Light.
Why would you do that? Sounds bad.
Oh my god!
PT.4 fan, let's go.
Was this called an EXU, a chill day in the park?
I wanna put my hand on Leyren's wrist. You cannot. You cannot.
He was my friend too, and he's gone because of
But
this.
he might not be gone. He might be stuck in there. Just like your toy.
Then if we get rid of it, whatever's stuck in it will fall down.
You cannot. The limbs of the
You don't
tree,
know that for sure.
They cannot. They must remain.
What?
Why would he say that?
The false prophecies.
Oh, I forgot what they said exactly in the prophecy.
What I pray were lies. That we heard. They spoke of the limbs of a tree that can no longer scribe. The name of our deliverance will soon be broken. Will soon be as broken as our promises. If this is that tree, We cannot be the ones who break it.
Because why?
I don't know. It's prophecy.
He
I
didn't
don't-
say the
I don't
prophecy
want
said
to
the
believe it.
Avalor was going to fall,
I
right?
do not believe it to be true. But if there's even
He's
a
not saying the
chance
consequence.
that it could be, we cannot. You cannot.
You shared the prophecy with us.
No. This is the first you are hearing it.
He just said it was false, or wanted it to be. What did the prophecy say about the tree?
I'll recite the prophecy.
Go ahead and recite it for us.
It's like, gosh darn.
The stars are leaving us. Our hands cannot reach the limbs of the tree, can no longer scribe the name of our deliverance. We will soon be as broken as our promises. Avalor shall fall. All shall fall. And from our folly will the hand that forged the world banish themselves from the broken thing that we have made.
Is that saying the betrayer gods will somehow
In the branches of the tree, you see the frightened face
come back
of the
from...
friend you sent away.
Oh my gosh. I feel like the end of that prophecy was about the betrayer gods coming from
He's stuck, just like
the
your
downfall of Avalor. But you don't know that destroying the tree will get him. It could destroy him
I do not
too.
care about prophecy.
What if he's too, like, if he's linked?
If you do not want me to do this, you will have to stop me.
Knock her out,
And I try
bro.
to pull away from his friends.
You don't know that he's... I don't know. You don't know how attached he is to this tree.
The people in this room to roll initiative.
Is the tree gonna be attacking or something else? Because she is the one who attacked it first with that, what did they say, blight?
Didn't even roll above a 20.
22.
Quay, you go first. You see Nidus holding hard onto Laren's wrist.
Nidus will see my eyes flash red and my face turn devilish and my voice drop an octave and I say, "Unhand her!" And I will cast
gosh.
Fey Presence.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw of 18.
Now they're fighting amongst
or
each
else
other.
be frightened of me.
That does sound frightening.
That one goes fully off the table.
Once again,
There's a
Loquacious,
21.
his love for her is blinding what's going
And roll
on.
initiative between a 15 and 20.
19. I cast silvery barbs.
Silver barbs to change that.
And reroll.
Roll
You can
again.
re-roll. Roll again.
And I give myself advantage for the other half of that.
Holy shit.
What of him being afraid of him?
And I just turn and say at the same time, "Let me go."
That is only going to be 6.
So he will be frightened of me.
Is he within 10 feet of me?
Yes.
You can't be frightened.
She used that for no reason now.
The BDE is real strong right now.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Haitian, you're next. You watch these two
Yeah.
sides quickly. Loquacious and
I'm with
Lyran
Travis
and
on this
Xerxes
one.
and Nidus. It is your turn next.
Choose wisely.
I
But choose.
am
She has to choose a side. He means.
currently not interested in these timely squabbles that will not matter in 10 years, 5 years, maybe even a day's time. What I am interested in is what information this tree holds. And
Destroying it out of
if it
just.
is the Tree of Names.
We should not destroy it.
I want to know what names it holds. And if there is some way to determine that if it... The purging of Evandrin's name, of the Raven Queen's name, any other name, what information has been lost and is in this tree. So I'm going to approach it. Touch it? I'm going to touch it? And
I'll
then-
be scared
and
to
then-
touch that thing.
You're casting spell. You're not trying to touch the tree.
Yes, she was not trying to touch the tree. She was trying to destroy the tree.
This is a long ass casting time, but it's the Age of Arcanum.
Oh, yeah.
Some sort of whatever would be an appropriate way to do legend lore here. I want to extract any type of legend or story that I have knowledge from this tree while they're distracted.
In the chaos,
In the chaos, I don't care about this shit.
give me a wisdom saving throw disadvantage. No, sorry. Charisma. Charisma saving throw disadvantage.
Are you within 10 feet of me?
No, she walks up to the tree.
She walks into the tree.
To the tree.
I had taken 2 steps forward, but I don't think I'm...
That's bad. A disadvantage.
12. 12. You walk up, touch the tree, ask it for names. Emir Porco.
That's one of her family members. That's her last name,
your
right?
Grandfather, and you see him reach out to touch it and hear a voice saying, "Unland it," as a towering Ursine form. The great leader of the Gautrashari when this tree was first placed. You see the Tree of Names. What has it been doing? The tree is a wall. The tree is a gate. The tree is a pen. Scribing blossoms, ley lines, writing the names. Petals falling all over Exandria.
Is like the
bargain
tree a part of the ley lines?
Back out, all of you
Like the
watch,
roots or something? This is
her
so
touch the
confusing.
tree
This
and
tree
see-
is doing a lot.
You see Paisha's hair stretch out behind her. Her eyes consumed with fire. She is rooted to the tree as though it is trying to draw her in and falls back out. That is your turn. We move down to the initiative order. Who got in between a 10 and a 15? Anyone?
I got a 10.
So is that the same thing that happened to the other
that's going to be,
Porco? They touched
you were
it
given that
and
choice.
it got somehow pulled into it.
Okay. So Paisha hand still on Laren. All of this, and then Paisha shoots back. Is Paisha still attached to the tree, or is Paisha?
Paisha is attached to the tree. You can see.
Is she
Paisha
trying to
has
resist getting in?
asked for knowledge from. Paisha has put her mouth to seek from the fountain of knowledge, and what has come forward from that is beyond oceans, vaster than anything. You see her mind is
It's too
reeling
much
as
information.
She taps into a vein of something grander and older and more profound than time.
We went the way.
Okay.
Way back.
Wild.
Yeah, something that has probably been here since the beginning of this world, almost, is what he's
Two of my
saying.
best friends right now in front of a tree. That's
It's too much.
my other friend. Information we don't understand. Can I make an insight check to see if Laren is still on still on her bullshit, even given the reaction to Paisha's, even seeing what Paisha has done?
I mean, this tree you already hate appears to be eating your friend alive.
You hear the spell slot click up, like this, click.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I am keeping my hand on Laren. I keep my sword sheathed.
I do not understand what this is. We cannot meddle with these sorts of things.
And I'm going to cast hold person at the 3rd level.
On.
Both.
At the third level.
Love to see it.
And
Travis is just like. He's like, this is very entertaining. I'm just watching y'all get into it.
It's a saving throw. You still have advantage.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I wonder what his character is
I'm
doing
going to
right now,
spend
though.
3 sorcery points to cast a heightened spell.
Okay.
So you guys have.
I don't know how I feel about them using this magic on each other when they're supposed to be fighting other people.
Cancels out.
straight roll.
Straight roll.
You have advantage also because of your silvery bar.
But unfortunately, no matter how much advantage you pile up, one disadvantage. They.
So I have disadvantage. She just has a straight roll.
You have disadvantage. She has a straight roll.
And this is a what save?
Wisdom 18.
I'll also point out, Laren, that you have line of sight on him as he's casting a spell too.
She already used her reaction.
My reaction. No, he's
Silver
my
bar. That's right.
reaction.
I didn't use your reaction, so it's a straight roll.
That's it.
Oh, wait, are they within 10 feet of me?
Yes.
He keep asking,
You're
are they in
right.
10 feet of me?
So this is +5 on saves.
But,
That's fully knocked.
but like,
His cologne's
Shit.
my ally right now. It's like,
Come on, Sam, you got this. It's right.
both of you? I don't want
Oh shit.
Yeah, I got
them to
1
hurt
and
the
a 5.
tree.
Oh. Sorry, what happened, Luis?
Doesn't matter. We
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Wait, do I get the plus? What's the plus?
So +5.
Still short. With a 16.
Bro.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
It's hold person on both of them. Boom! You watch them both freeze. You reach deep into something something powerful inside of you. Boom! They are both held. Any bonus action from you?
You flex.
I flex. No, I'm gonna. I like don't want to do offensive shit. It feels wrong.
They're both of them are taken care of.
Which part feels wrong? You mean the tree that's trying to suck the other person in? Talking about getting his eye.
It's all too much.
Which part feels wrong?
I'm gonna,
It's stress, high stress.
Nidus is in attack mode, so I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna use my bonus action to sack a 2nd level spell slot and get 3 sorcery points back.
Cool.
And then I'm not taking my eyes off the two of you.
No.
I know better.
You got a 10. You got a 12.
I got a 10.
You got a 10. You got
I got a 10.
10. Okay. Who has the higher dexterity here?
Definitely not me. I mean,
Plus 2.
yeah, you
Yes,
guys.
too. Laren, at the end of your turn, you may make another wisdom saving throw.
How in the
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Xerxes, it's you.
I am getting a flash of what Sarah said about what was right. Didn't she tell us that something was in somebody's pocket?
The birthmark's in her pocket.
Yep.
I'll let you guys do with that what you want.
I'm grabbing it.
Grab it. You grab it. I'm gonna say just give me a flat investigation, just to read it as quickly as you can.
Shit.
It's all good.
10.
10. You begin to read, and just you see something wrong is happening with Paisha in the tension of the moment. You look at it, and it's something. The Drashari, they're saying something about like, we cannot tell you what it does. We do not trust what you would do. We cannot trust you.
Which we're smart not to trust them.
Trust. And they're talking about the calyx. They're talking about the tree. That's your turn. It takes a while. You're in the middle of pitch combat. You're trying to read this scroll. We go back to the top. Loquacious, give me another wisdom saving throw.
Yes. No, I fully thought I would be you in this campaign.
I love it.
Give me one fucking prophecy.
I fucking love it. I love it.
17 unless
Like
I
you
get to
set
add
me
his
up.
extra.
I'm gonna say in this moment, yes. I'm gonna say you do. I'm gonna say you do.
But wait. Can I gather that their intentions are to harm the tree? I mean, because I know that you're
It is.
her and doing that.
And she's trying to hurt the tree.
Your magic. I'm gonna, and people can yell at me on the internet if they want to. I'm gonna ask you, your abilities do not stem from intellect. They are not from. You're not an intelligence-based caster.
Yeah.
This is extended.
Inherent relationship.
The rules as written are it extends to your allies. That's what it says.
So it's gonna help them even if they're doing something they don't want him to do.
So there you go.
Wow.
So Loquacious, that 17 becomes a 22, correct?
That sucks.
You, at the end of your turn, you are no longer held.
Good move. But I will fucking end you.
Oh my
gosh. You are looking to the tree. You see, you're looking deeper and deeper, right? You see Emir. You see this thing at the end. You see your grandfather take his hand off and say, "What? I'm not allowed to touch this most important engine of
No,
the city?"
they don't trust
and
you.
You see that this Ursine form changes back into an Earth Genazi man who just looks and says, "Emir, I beg of you. We have given as much as we can. This will be a boon to the world. Just," and you see Emir says, then tell me. And you see this druid look. Paisha, what are you looking at in this moment?
What am I looking at in this moment? I already know my grandfather's intentions because his blood runs through my veins and I know mine. What does the druid know that we do not?
We move from there. As we move from that moment, we go down to the initiative order. Paisha, you push in farther. We get down, I believe it is Nidus again. Yes? Nidus, you go again.
I am focused on holding Laren.
Okay.
I look to Loquacious, and I say, "Loquacious, please. I live not for prophecy, but I live for Avalia. And if Avalia is in danger, if this tree, if its death, its damage
Right.
could forsake our city, we cannot touch it."
Because she's attacking it just because. Because she thinks it's holding her toy in Evandrin, but she doesn't know that it's going to let things go.
The hold person.
Everything could disappear.
I got as many short punches on me to do those stuff I want to do. I guess I will ready. You know, hey, you ever been 4 hours and 45 minutes to do an episode and then started doing PvP and then you were like, I don't know. I'm not gonna ready that. No rest. My one goal is to continue to hold person on Laren. Loquacious can live his life, whatever he needs to do. I am just making eye contact, pleading eye contact with Laren's paralyzed body.
Your full focus is on speaking to Loquacious and holding on hold person, right? So, as you are concentrating fully on that, give me perception with disadvantage.
You hear Sarah's voice go, "How's it going, guys?"
Oh my gosh. Peachy. Beautiful. We're having fun over here.
Really feel bad about it. Guys.
10. On a 10, as you hold this with all your might, trying as hard as you can, this is exactly why you do not hear. Within the confines of the Meridian Labyrinth,
Oh,
no
shit.
harmful spells will be cast upon the Architect Arcane. Dweomer, walking into the room, extends a hand and is going to do and is going to cast Disintegrate on you.
Wow, she's tripping.
And as a clockwork
the way he turned around. So you know what? I'm gonna head out.
She walked in and saw a whole person, and she's got Detect Magic active.
Oh my gosh.
Can I have advantage on this? If I roll from down here? The boatman waits, my friend. We doing this?
You're rolling me a con save with disadvantage.
Not his head peeking like that.
This is a spell? Is he within 10 feet of me?
Is that the title of this episode should have been, are they in 10 feet of me?
I feel good. Brandon, I need you to rule. I need you to make this decision because I can't, because I'll cheat.
Yeah. Go for it.
Is my sword drawn?
I don't think so. No.
I don't think so either. Damn
So what's happening?
You're rolling me a con save with disadvantage.
Okay.
If you have disadvantage.
He's like, I will cheat, so please tell me.
I have a +5 from you. I have a +8 to con saves.
Yep.
+13.
Yep.
No problem. 23. Ooh. Or excuse me, 22.
22. Okay, amazing.
My head is starting to hurt. Hold on. This is too much stress.
I'm gonna counterspell it. Yeah, you said heighten all kinds of stuff, and now I only have one little bitty counterspell, but I'm not with this. I can't.
Oh,
I want my girl to succeed.
I hear you.
Thank you.
Try this out. All right, we are going to find a way to resolve this. I'm going to say right now that
Burn all over stuff on each other.
first of all, give me just a D20. I want to make sure that you are because she's casting this at the outside of her range. She cast it as soon as she could, which means that if you're on the wrong side of Nidus, she's out of your range. So we're just going to make it an even coin flip.
Okay.
You want an 11 or higher, just roll a D20.
19.
Okay, so she's within range. Go ahead and roll. You're just adding +5 to this check.
Okay. You're gonna tell me what I need to get?
I'll let you know what you need to get.
20.
Counterspell. You watch the disintegrate go off, headed right for you. Nidus, we move from your turn. That was Dweomer's turn. Now it's going to go back to Laren, I believe. Yes.
That really started making my head hurt. Oh my gosh. That was too much.
Here at the beginning of the cast, and I'm a little grateful as I scream no in my own head. You can all hear it across the bond because I can't move or speak, but we're still telepathically connected, and I would never have wanted that for you. But I am going to roll again to try to break out of this. Do I get advantage on my saving throw now, or are you burning stuff to negate that?
No, you're flat. These are all flat.
These are all flat.
Am I still your ally?
Yes, you are.
Whole person's gone.
The whole person leaves. We're just going to keep moving through because we have to. Xerxes, that's you. What are you going to do?
I'm reading this thing. I mean, I know there. I want to know. I know there's a secret in here. I know there's something to this tree.
Can I yell?
Yeah.
I saw him. He's in there.
Xerxes, do you look to the tree or do you look to the scroll?
I would automatically look up. That's
Just said that too.
because that's an automatic reaction. Like, what? You saw him?
I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
1 through 10. I stay at the scroll.
I feel like that's
11 and above.
something that you wouldn't be able to control. Like, what?
I
What?
rolled a 20. This fucking die knows what matters to me. I look up.
See.
We'll come back to you. But you look into the tree, and I'll describe what you see in a moment. We move from Xerxes back to the top of the order. Loquacious, that's you.
What are we even doing now?
You don't know. It's all become too much.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm seeing. So Paisha's arm is like in the tree. Does she look like she's in pain? Is she?
She looks like she looks like something otherworldly, unbelievable is happening to her for sure.
But she doesn't look.
She's not taking on injuries. She's not taking on injuries. But the tree is like growing around her hand. It's like,
That's kind of crazy.
We should get her out of there. Right?
No, we're not doing that. Let's just yank her. Let's try that first. Just plain old pull.
So I will. I will just run over and grab her hand and try to pull her back out.
Cool. You grab her hand, try to pull her back out.
I hope he don't get it.
Yeah,
it's in the tree.
You go grab her. So you grab the hand that's not in the tree. Begin to pull. As you pull, you begin to see what she.
Why did I just say? I hope that doesn't
You
happen.
look back and you see a gate opens. You see the Feywild. You look up and see the burning eyes, tall golden hair flaming.
Ooh.
You see the leader of your court. Look up. Elminor, the burning veil. Child, what have you done? Why are you looking beyond this realm?
Oh gosh.
On the face of your world. Do not let her find the names. And
Her find the names?
I
think maybe it's you.
It's more than one her. Help!
That's you.
Wait.
Okay.
You look for the druid.
I want to go like a primordial deep. How fucking deep does this shit go? Center of the universe, Big Bang. Let's go.
Big Bang center of the universe. You see, towering, the Emperor of Fire, Raushan of the Primordials, the Empress of the Earth, Kamort.
They said those
the
names
Dawn
before.
Father, the Wild Mother, Mount Igora, where they were sealed forever. We will come back to you in a moment. We move forward. We move forward in initiative.
Oh,
Dennis, you once
shoot.
more.
I can tell that Laren's out of the.
You can tell that Larry's out of it.
Grapple.
Okay.
No. You roll, it's a contested roll, right?
Yeah.
That's really good. I'm a little baby. I rolled an 18 on the die. Right?
Only a 7. My heart's not in it.
You leap at Laren. This automaton has come into the room. You've said everything you said. You see Loquacious now. His eyes are aflame as well. Xerxes with the scroll, who has been helping you by your side, suddenly looks up. We will get to what you see in a moment, but you look to the tree. Laren, you dodge the grapple. That is your action. Laren.
Brennan is out of breath. Oh, it's so much going on.
And wherever your eyes look, that's where Dreamer will look.
I'm not looking at her, I'm looking at Quay. What does Quay look like in this moment?
What does Quay look like in this moment?
Stress.
I am eyes wide, and I'm trying to look back at you with just a look of fear, but not fear at what I'm seeing. Fear at what you're doing.
You are grappled in this moment. You go. Your husband looks afraid.
Oh, his husband again.
As you go deep, you see the tree lance out, 2 branches, sharp as swords, lance into Paisha and Loquacious at the same moment.
Oh
It
my.
is still your turn.
I cast Blade.
Okay, at this point it's attacking, so
Light hits the tree.
I can't blame her for that
We're
one.
going to resolve all this in a moment. I know that this is a chunky episode.
No, it's great. Keep going.
But we are going to move very quickly into
Because they were the ones who were attached and saw something. That's probably why. The two most honest
you see
people.
the tree just as you attempt to plumb into its secrets. Sarah.
Me?
We go to the I need to know what you're doing. What are you doing?
Bro said me. That was, he was literally in shock. That was hilarious.
Okay, I'm heading to the Hawk's Nest.
Holy
I'm heading
crap.
to my office. I'm going back to that room. I just want to see, has there been attack? Has there been attack? Is anyone
The Hawk's Nest
alive?
is mostly empty. It's the middle of the night. You know, people are either out on watch or doing whatever. You go, you fly to your room. There are no documents on your desk.
Yeah, figures. I take the sending stone out of my pocket.
Okay, you take it out.
And I say, Talon 2. Talon 2. Come
Wingspan, Talon, reporting in.
No! Talon 2, I need you to listen here. Listen to me very carefully.
Did his son
I
take
need
his
you
stuff?
to find your sister and meet me at home. Can you do that?
Wingspan, who do you think you're even talking to? I followed Egghead, and Dad, remember, codenames.
Sorry.
I followed Egghead. She doesn't have any idea I'm here. She's talking to a girl at a party. She's got, I think she's a Triton because she's got like blue hair and they're
Talon 2, listen, this is very,
Oh my
They're drinking
gosh.
stuff. They're drinking stuff.
very exciting.
There's a big party. It's at the Sorcerer's University. It's there's a bunch of kids. Everyone's talking about fireworks extravaganza. I'm not sure if it was even permanent.
Bro, listen.
Egghead, and tell her it's an emergency. You know what we talked about before. This is important. Please get her and come home as fast as you can.
Okay,
Do you copy?
they were talking about papers on the desk. That's why I was confused about
I copied
if he
that.
was saying someone
Is it
took
okay?
that stuff off his desk.
Everything's fine.
He don't want to panic.
Remember, code names.
Sorry. Wingspan. Roger that. Mission and objective set. Gather Egghead and rendezvous at home base. Over and out.
Out.
I love you, Dad.
Aww, stop.
Where does Sarah go now?
I'm gonna make my way to the Cloudstone, and I'm going to gather. First of all, I approach the Cloudstone cautiously. I
Yes.
expected ambush at every corner. I'm gathering things for Kier, things for Maya. I'm putting them in a small bundle, and I'm waiting for them to get back. When I'm in the house and there's nothing to do but to wait for them to come back, I'm going to check in.
So you go to Cloudstone, you look at everything you can, and then you're gonna go back to your house. That's the plan, right?
Yeah, I wanna get them out.
While you are at the Hawk's Nest, you search your office, nothing there. You go to find, just right down the hall from you. You go into Orwin's office.
Yeah.
It's quiet in here, door's locked. You open it, and you see 2 feet sticking out from behind the desk prone.
Oh gosh.
I unholster the Hawks.
Hey,
I look around the room. 10 feet blind sight. Anyone in here but me and him, or the feet.
blood's had time to sink into the carpet. There's no one in here.
He's my old partner. I'll walk around the side of the desk.
You walk.
That's
You see,
sad. That's
As
horrible.
he was bleeding out, the artifacts are gone. The things from the crime scene are gone.
That's why they came after
But-
him.
You look, Orwin was a good Eye Valier. And he looks up in death, and you can see from some of the drag marks here that he took a couple out with him. In his hands, you see that there are 2 magical items. They are simple thing, you know what they are. The eyes need to use magical items like these because you guys aren't wizards, and you have to make it make sense in this world of magic and insanity, and try to find reason and logic in a place that seems ruled by the belief that there are never going to be prices or consequences for any of this. They're simple magic items. There's 2 of them. They're like potions. You break them, and they do the spell that they're supposed to do. They're called runes of recall. You see scrawled in the script of a dying man to his old friend.
Oh, sheesh.
He says, I don't know how much time we got. They're for your kids. They're keyed to the mom. Wishing you all the... And that's all that he had strength to write.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, my old friend. I'm sorry I missed all this. I'll take them.
2 runes of recall. 2 tickets out.
So that means it's only 2, so
Your wings spread.
it's only for the kids,
You leave
right?
the hawk's nest. For what rapidly feels like it may be the last time. You fly home. You fly as fast as your wings will carry you. We return underground, and as we do, it will describe what we all see in time. Pesha, the schism. You look deep into the past. The Dawn Father, the Wild Mother, Emperor Ralshan, Empress Kamort. 2 of the primordials. 2 of the only that were never killed. Sealed under Mount Igora. You see, deep underneath the mountain, the druids tending to the seals.
Oh gosh.
The Gao Drashari. The Gao Drashari built their temples here to tend to the work of the Wild Mother and the Dawn Father to seal these primordials away.
Just like in the
Over
show,
time,
how they
centuries,
still are over
mortals
those
are so bad at
portals.
remembering. It waxed on, and eventually the wizards came and they saw the broomstone in the mountain and they wished to lift it up. You see the Gaudrashari meeting. You see your grandfather. Our aim is to bring magic to the world. How could that be wrong? I know that your mountain is precious. It is more than precious. There are things within this mountain. Oh? What things are there within this mountain? And here you see that the druids, though they did not have hubris, perhaps had flaws of their own. For they would not say, for they did not trust. Our business is our own.
As if you just say that, it's these freaking
Surely
primordials.
we would not be having this discussion.
We wouldn't. What if there was they're too interested because they don't know what it is. They feel like it's something.
For us to gather magic from all over Exandria and bring it here, we would gladly tithe you some portion of the magic we collected. Is that possible? Your grandfather, a beautiful man, kind mystics. Anything is possible. You see them.
And they're talking about basically with the replenishment and them altering
the
the.
could thrive. Dominus could thrive. And you see here they look and say, Would you grant us some boons if we allowed you to take the peak, and the peak alone? We can work with the peak. Move forward. You see the Gouge Rashari. One of them.
So they took a part of the mountain that they're in. Okay.
The tree of names. If the wizards intend to fly along the ley lines, then perhaps this could be a good thing. A tree. A tree to protect Exandria. To scribe the names of those things beyond, which should not come. And you see a floating globe. Exandria, beautiful. And all throughout it, ley lines. The tree is not a wall, it's a pen. It is scribing runes of protection. And as you travel
the ley
ley
line?
lines, the blossoms fall and protect your world. Protect your world from all the things outside it.
And they were trying to destroy it.
For 292 years, Avalier has been writing a spell on the surface of the world to keep it safe. The Gouge Rashari believed in keeping things safe, in protecting Exandria. And centuries from now, when their order is shattered, only the last 3 syllables of their name will remain. The Ashari. The Tree of Names. To keep this world, our world, safe from all those things beyond it. You see, one of the druids speaks. The wizards, do they not have a right to know? See, the druid turns and says, would you trust them? Do you think they would let the tree stand? Or do you think they would bend it to their will?
Even if the original folks didn't, yeah.
A war or a coronation.
Someone will take advantage of it.
Or a contract. Some temporary problem they would not see advantage in using what they should not meddle with. No. We will bind them to their word, and we will not tell them what we have done. Xerxes.
Wasn't that that's part of the prophecy?
You see.
Right? The broken limbs.
Translucent.
And the broken promises.
Face you have longed to see for many years. Before, his voice was proud, and now his face looks afraid. He looks at you.
The dude from
in a ghostly moment.
The Feywild?
Not like this. Blight hits the heart of the tree. Rot, and the tree sunders. The seam opens along the trunk, and as it opens,
was a
there is only fire.
So she destroyed what was protecting
push the tree apart,
the world.
And the skinned face of Vespin Chloris gazes out. And behind him, you hear the true voice that has been speaking to you for quite some time. Very good, my little puppet. Vespin crawls through. The tree sunders. And the Lord of Hells gazes.
So he was playing Xerxes.
To be home again. As the betrayer steps foot into Exandria. That's all for this episode.
the puppet was Xerxes or Vespin?
We betrayed the world.
Maybe both.
The world betrayed the world.
And I'm gonna remember to say it this time. Is it Thursday?
Oh my god. Oh.
What do y'all have me watching? This was freaking insane. I was not expecting that. I assumed bad things were coming from this tree. Just like Brendan said about the Jashari, I'm just not trusting anything that seems suspicious, you know? And I think ultimately, in hindsight, if they just let them know this was protecting them from having all these people come back to like most likely destroy most of Exandria or the whole world, we should protect it at all costs, because I feel like it would have been a select few trying to manipulate it and use it, you know, in ways they should not, but I feel like majority would want to protect the place that they're living. So I feel like it backfired. This whole thing with the Lord of Hells, when he said puppet, I don't know if he was talking about Vespin or Xerxes, but I think he manipulated both of them. And I'm sure it comes in handy, the fact that he could change his face to be whomever, you know, the person loves or finds attractive or whatever it was. That comes to his advantage when he's trying to manipulate folks. And then we have Sarah trying to get his family out of the city. It's so much going on. This is unfortunate. He's back, and I'm hoping that ultimately it's gonna be like a fight that they won. Like, okay, Avalir will fall, this place will be destroyed, but ultimately we saved the world from being destroyed, because I think the Lord of Hells, I can't remember 1000%, but what I think the lore is that the betrayer gods wanted to destroy everything because they didn't like how, you know, these humans turned out. So we have Vox Machina, so we know everything wasn't destroyed. So hopefully it's just this condensed area, even though that freaking sucks. I don't know where this is. Is more betrayer gods coming now? Like, they were talking about the folks underneath the mountain, like, and technically Avalir is a part of that mountain, right? So I don't know. It's so much going on. This has folded my brain completely, origami style, because I don't know. It's literally way too much. Because now it's still like, okay, where's Evandrin? What happened with him? We know now that, you know, he was brought to the tree because... But... And then the stuff with... the other Fae. Say outright what's going on. When it's stuff going on in movies and shows and stuff where they're like, they go around the main point. Like, say if you, like, the betrayer guys will come back if you destroy it. Like, say something quick. Don't say, oh, don't let them do it. Explain what's happening. Please don't give these vague... It don't matter. It already happened. This is too much. So Layrin is the one who set this in motion. I feel like ultimately the actual strike wasn't her fault. She saw it stabbing her friend and her husband. She's assuming it's attacking. So I feel like the other strikes, she was out of pocket, but this one, I feel like most people's instinct would to be, what is this thing doing? Let me stop it. So I feel like most of us would have messed up in that moment. Okay, y'all. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.